More than 60% of women in state prisons have a child under the age of 18. They're sometimes told that mommy is bad, or mommy does drugs, or even nothing at all. While doing our research for this site, I came across the Sesame Street episode. It's about incarceration, and thought that it would be perfect for the resource page. And this video would have been very helpful for my kids to help them understand why I went away.
The reason why I decided to get this Use Domestic Violence webpage, that's my passion. I used to work for a battered woman shelter for 10 years, and I see what the abuse do to a woman.
My mission at Tina's Haven is to bring strength and positive energy to young adolescents struggling with addiction by providing a safe, sober home with substance use counseling. I named it Tina's Haven because that's my mom's name, and she recently just passed away while I was incarcerated.
A lot of people suffer from mental health while being incarcerated, because some ladies don't know how being incarcerated, how it feels, being away from their families and their loved ones. And some of them go through a lot, and some of them want to kill themselves while being incarcerated.
This is my page. It's on substance abuse. I'm actually here for a drug charge, but I have severe issues with drug abuse. And actually, it's a huge issue in the prison system itself.
I created to reach women like myself who are in recovery and will be reentering community and who are in need of resources to continue their sobriety and need different support networks.
I know that the times that I have released, I have missed things due to me not having a site like this to help with the successful planning. I am currently a woman who is behind the fence and has returned 4 times in the course of 10 years. I have designed the site not just for myself, but all the women who are in my same situation. I needed a solid foundation to stop being part of the rising recidivism statistics, but finally be part of the declining recidivism statistics. I'd love to show the women inside the fence there is someone who is thinking about how to help them in a positive, productive way for all women to be successful.
It is 2021 and racism is still a huge issue. We cannot and will not give up until changes are made. Some individuals are not aware or simply do not care for the wrongfulness and unfairness when dealing with Blacks and Browns in our society. This webpage goal is to bring awareness and information to anyone who would like to educate themselves. The focus is specifically about incarceration and the lead-ins to us being incarcerated. Why is the system much harsher on us than any other race?
Basically, 74% of inmates are dependent on alcohol and drugs. Actually, if you click this link here, there's actually a link about statistics for incarcerated people.
And when you want to explore legislation, all you got to do is click here. It will take you right to that official site. You can copy and paste that number, or you can put in a couple of keywords, hit the search button. It'll bring you to that legislation. It'll tell you everything that you need to know about it.
Another one that I used was Maine's Job Link. You can go and type in what you're looking for, where you're located, the radius of miles for a job.
This navigation bar, which is what you toggle in between either the other websites or the pages on our site, and the coding for that's off to the right.
I used JavaScript on our homepage. I used on mouse over to make the button bigger while hovering over it, and on mouse out to bring it back to normal size when moving off of it.
Create legislation that not only ensures public safety, but also helps women return to their families and their communities and be successful.
One of my favorite things about working with them is seeing them try seemingly hard things.
It's been a pleasure working with the women at South Bay. And also being able to go in and see them in person as well.
During this course, I had the pleasure of working with 3 amazing women, and they were interested in developing a website aimed at women in recovery.
They're wonderful, resilient, hardworking, ambitious, and definitely brave women.
I enjoyed this class tremendously. I have learned so much that I would never have thought possible for me to learn. My favorite part of this class has been creating something that is going to help women all over the world due to the capabilities of the internet. It blows my mind that I am going to provide my help to every woman that is in the DOC system. I love just watching after I entered each code, refreshing my page, and saw it come together. That was amazing and built up my confidence as well. I thought as this came together, if I can accomplish this, then I can accomplish anything that I put my mind to.
I got to admit, beginning this class, I hated coding. It was horrible. I couldn't understand it. It was like gibberish. But by the end of it, I absolutely loved it. I was up till 2, 3 in the morning doing it. I actually did this form late last night and applied it on the page myself. Here it shows you the different coding that I applied all on my own. Probably everybody looking at it has absolutely no clue what it says, which is how I felt when I looked at it. But once you get into it, you can figure it out.
I'm so glad that I did this because I learned a lot about coding. First, when I first started, I was like, oh my God, how am I gonna do this? Now I can understand. Thank you, Amina, for your patience. Me and Jackie still saying,
yeah, thank you so much.
Control Z, Control Z. But now I can understand. I can like do coding and all that stuff that I was like, what is this? Now I know what is that. And I think I'm gonna go back to continue this when I get out.